Welcome back to my channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Welcome to the newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, please do subscribe, like, share, comment, tag me, give it those thumbs up. It helps to grow the channel and to circulate the video. Thank you so much, everybody, for your beautiful comments and also for your feedback on the patterns. I'd like to mention that some of you left me comments saying that they love it, but I'm too fast. And I do agree with you 1000% because I am. And I seem to forget that I'm recording. I'm still all new to this, and I apologize if I am. Try to work on it as much as I can, but sometimes I just get over my head with it. What you could do is up top on the channel, whatever one you're watching, it could be mine, somebody else's, you have 3 dots on the right side. You can click there and you can slow down the speed of the video as you wish. You can go into your settings and slow it down. Because not every time I'm going to remember that I am going too fast. I'm just concentrating on what I'm doing and yapping away, and I seem to forget that sometimes there is people that are still very slow, or they like to crochet slower. So, but you can slow down the video by quite a bit. So I thank you so much, everyone, again, and for being patient with me. I'm still learning the codes of the crochet codes that I had no idea of. And I have one of the fans that became a good friend now. She has been teaching me a lot how to say the name of the code. So thank you, Nancy, for helping me out. But I think I've improved quite a bit comparing, looking back at the beginning of the videos that I started. I had no clue on the name, not even double crochet. I know it in my language, in Portuguese, of course, but not some of the stuff is not translated the same way into English. It has a completely different meaning, so it was kind of hard to have it translated. But she has helped me a lot, and I appreciate that a lot. So I've come a long way, and thank you so much for being patient with me on this. Okay. So we're going to create this dolly, table runner, plate mat, whatever you want to use it for. It's the perfect size for it. If you want it to be for a table runner or a long table, then you would just add 2 or 3 more like this. You can put flowers around the shape of an S or just completely all the way around, and attach pattern to pattern, 1 on each side. Would be perfect. And this is, like I was saying, to be used whatever way you would like to use it. Also, you can alternate colors as you like. The size also, you can go bigger for a bigger table or side tables or living room tables, or you can go smaller for the kitchen counters, top of microwaves, you name it, whatever you have to display it on the kitchen. It could be anywhere, basically. So this is seashells, as you can see. Very nice. And we're going to create this today. Very easy, very fast to do. So I hope you're going to enjoy this tutorial. And we're going to get started, people. Thank you so much again. Oh, by the way, this is 100% cotton Portuguese thread, size 3 needle. And of course, we'll need a pair of scissors. We're going to get started, people. So the first thing we're going to do is make our magic ring by turning once. For people that don't know, you can do a 6 chain. Grab our thread from inside or from the back, hold it together, and go up 3 chain. This will equal double crochet. I'm going to get you a little bit closer. Inside of the magic ring, we're going to do 17 more double crochets. It's going to give us a total of 18 double crochets inside of the magic circle. I'll meet you at the end. So we've done the 18. We're going to pull in our string. You don't need to tighten it too much because we don't want it to curve up, pleat up, let's say. Well, we can do that afterwards. So you come and you close it in the 3rd space with a slip stitch like that. Now we're going to go up 1, 2, 3 chain. On the same space, we're going to do another double crochet. Next space, 1 alone, 1 single crochet, double crochet. Next space, 2 together on the same space. Next space, 1 double crochet alone. Next space, 2 together on the same space. 2 double crochet. So we're going to do that row all the way around. 2 together, 1 alone. Next space, 2 together. Next space, 1 alone, 2 together, and so on. We're going to close it on third place up here with a slip stitch and go up 3 chain. So we've locked in the third place. Now we're going to go up 2, 3. We're going to do 3. And on the same space, we're going to do another double crochet. Next space, 1 alone. Next space, 1 alone. So this time we're going to have 2 alone, 2 together. Next space, 2 double crochet in the same space. Next space, 1 alone. And next space, 1 alone. And next space, 2 together. Okay, so I'm going to do that all the way around. I'm going to close it on third place with slip stitch, go up 3 chain. So now we are 1, 2, 3. We're going on the fourth row. We're going to go up 3 chain. Same space, double crochet. We're going to do 2 double crochets per space this time because we don't want it to fold it like a hat. So 2 double crochet next space. 2 double crochet next space, and that's all we're going to do throughout this row. 2 double crochet on each space on the same place, because if we keep just doing 1, 2, 3 and then 2 together and 4 alone and then 2 together, it's going to start to curve up, and it's starting to curve up now, so we don't want that. We want to make sure it stays nice and flat, so when it does that we add more stitches to the pattern. And that's the good trick, that sometimes if you're working on something and you see it's turning into a hat, then you know you have to add more stitches in order to have it flattened out. Okay, so 2 alone on each space. I'll meet you at the end. Lock on the third space here with a slip stitch and go up 3 chain. Okay, so we pretty much locked up. I went from here, close with a slip stitch, and I'm going right into the next one just so I can have my stitches straight, and I'm just going to do a single crochet, so it doesn't give it too much of, you know, a hole or whatever you want to call it. Go up 2 because a single crochet makes 3, double crochet in the same place again. Now here we left 2, so now we're going to do 3. So next space, double crochet alone, so we're going to have 3 alone, 2 together. Next space, double crochet alone. Next space, double crochet alone. So we have 2 together, 3 alone, and then continue on 2 together on the same space, and 3 double crochet alone on each space. So this row is very easy. And as you see, once we did this row, it already flattened it out. Remember, it was curving up before this row we just did. So now it's just perfect. Go all the way around, close it on third space, slip stitch, go up, or actually when you do the slip stitch, you can go to the next one and close it with a single crochet. I'll show you when I get there. Okay, so we're pretty much closed in with a slip stitch. Now you can go to the next one again and do a single crochet. So that would be your first chain. Then 1, 2, that would be 3. On the same space, we're going to do double crochet. Now this time we're going to have 4 alone and 2 together. So next space, double crochet, and next space, double crochet. So we have 2 together and 4 alone. On the 5th space, we're going to do the 2 together, and then again 4 double crochet alone. Next space, whoops, so 1 2 3 4 on the 5th space, 2 together. Continue yours, I'll continue mine. Oops. One, two, three, 4 on the 5th space, 2 together. I'll meet you at the end. Close it up on the 3rd place slip stitch and go over with a single on the next space. Okay, so we pretty much closed on the end slip stitch. Now you see how it's starting to pleat like a skirt, right? That means that we have too many stitches on there. Now, in order to cut down stitches, what are we going to do? We're going to do double crochet on each space without adding any. So, oops, let's go to the next one. So we did the slip stitch. Next one, single crochet, we go up 2 chain, so that will equal double crochet. Next space, double crochet. Next space. So per each space, we're doing 1 double crochet on each one, and we're not adding any because we want to straighten our pattern out. So this gives you an idea more or less how to deal with your patterns, your stitches when such things might be happening to you. Little tricks here and there. It doesn't change anything on the count of the stitches because this is a very simple pattern. Nothing to be alarmed about. And it starts straighten out, as you can see, as we go. So do yours and I'll do mine. I'll meet you at the end. Close on the 3rd space with slip stitch. Go to the next space, do a single like I've been telling you. And then we're going to go up 2 chain after we've done the single, which will equal a double crochet. So as you can see, it straightened out again, our pattern. And we finished doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we finished doing 7th row, 1 double crochet per each space. We're going into the 8th row. And again, we left off at, we'll leave 4 singles. 1, 2, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So now we're going to do 5 alone. So we go over to the next space. Let me get you closer. Next space. And do a single. Go up 2 chain. It would equal double crochet. In the same space, double crochet. Next space, 1 alone. So now we're going to have 5 double crochets alone. 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 6th space, 2 together. Again, next space, 1 alone, 1 alone. So that's 3 alone, 4 alone, and 5th double crochet alone on the 6th space, 2 together. And this is how we're going to proceed all the way through. So sometimes you just have to pull it, adjust it a bit, and it gets all straightened out. I'll meet you at the end. So now we finished doing the 8th row, and we're going into the 9th row. So the 8th row is 5 alone, 2 together. Going into the 10th row, we're going to do now 6 alone. So we've closed in with slip stitch. We're going to the next space. We're going to do single and chain 2. That will equal double crochet. We're going to do another one inside of the same space, and now we're going to do 6 alone. So 6 double crochet, 1 per each space, and on your 7th space we're going to do 2 together. So we have 2 together, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 space, 2 double crochet together. Whoops, my thread keeps pulling away from me. Okay, and we're doing up until 10 rows. So if you want smaller, you can go smaller. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 rows. Or if you want bigger, you can continue on with your stitches. Doesn't change anything on the pattern. So 6 alone, and on the 7th space 2 double crochet together on the same space. So continue doing yours, I'll do mine, and I'll meet you at the end. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, and on the 7th space we're doing 2 together on the same space. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. So we finished. I also wanted to say that when you get to the end, if your count is not right, you might have missed a stitch somewhere. It doesn't change anything. You can always put whatever's missing. Let's say you're missing 2 spaces and your count is like 1 or 4 or 5. It doesn't matter. You can put in those 2 spaces. It's not going to change nothing on your pattern. Okay, just to let you know. I should have told you that from the start. Okay, next space. So single, 1 2 chain, which will equal the double crochet. So 1 on the same space again. Next space, 1 alone. Next space, 1 alone, and 1 alone, 1 alone. So now we're going to have 7 alone, and on the 8th space 2 together. This is the last row, by the way. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So we just finished doing 1 2 3 4 5 6, and on the 7th we put 2 together. So now this one, on the 8th, we're going to put 2 together. Like I said, if you want to go bigger, you just keep adding up, and if you want to go smaller, well, then you cut down rows and just continue the stitch that was done from the beginning. 1 2 3. So as made plats, if you wanted to do the koshers, all you had to do was 1 2 3 4 5 rows would have been perfect for it, for the coffee cups, glasses, koshers. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. So this size here plus your seashells would have been perfect size for it, or you could even go smaller. 1 2 3. So 5 6 7, and on the 8th place 2 together, and then you can cut your thread, or if you're doing all in one color, then you can continue with the same color. So on the 8th place 2 together. So we're going to go the way around. And we're pretty much done with this, and we go into the green. So I've cut in my thread. I'm going to use a smaller needle to get my thread to come through inside some of the loops back here. I'm going to give it a knot here because I like to knot all my patterns so they don't come apart. And through some of the pattern loops back here again. Cut the excess off. I'll stretch it a bit so I can come straight. And I'm going to tuck my magic ring string through these loops in here. This way you're secure that nothing is going to come apart. And it gives it a perfect finish on your patterns. Since we splitted them here in two, just going to give a little knot here just to make sure that nothing comes apart, and get it through the loops back here again. This way we're sure that nothing is coming out of place. And then we can just cut the excess. Stretch out your pattern a bit. And it gives it that perfect finish. Okay, so now we're going to start with our green. I have the lettuce green. You're going to turn, slip stitch, make it a knot. You can grab any of them here. And we're going to do little V's. Try to hide your thread already. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In the same space, we're going to do another double crochet. So 3 would have been for double crochet and 2 for separation. Okay, so we have our V. We're going to do 1, 2. I think it's 2. Let me just confirm here just to make sure. Yes, 2. So 2, we're going to skip 1, 2 on the third space, single crochet, 1, 2 on the third space, 1, 2. We're going to do the V again, 2 chain, same space, double crochet, like that. 1, 2, we're going to skip 1, 2 on the third space, single crochet, 1, 2 on the third space, 1, 2, 3, double crochet. We're going to do the V again, 2 chain, same space, double crochet. So very simple, nothing to it. Again, 1, 2 chain, skip 2 space on the third space, single crochet, 1, 2 chain, skip 2 space on the third space, double crochet, 2 chain, same space, double crochet. So we started with 5 chain because 3 is double crochet, 2 separation, 2 chain separation, skip 2 space, third space, single crochet, 2 chain, skip 2 space, third space, double crochet, 2 chain, double crochet in the same space, so we can have the V effect. 2 chain, skip 2 space, third space, single, 2 chain, skip 2 space, double crochet, 2 chain, double crochet in the same space, creating the V again. We're going to do that all the way to the end. Okay, so we're arriving at the end. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, single crochet, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. So if I'm to do a V here, I'm too close. So what am I going to do? That means I'd be missing some stitches. So in order not to be so close, what are we going to do here? We're going to, instead of skipping 2, we're going to skip only 1 and do a single. So you can play tricks with it. It's not the end of the world and it's not noticeable. So 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to skip only 1 again just to make sure that 1, 2, same space. So basically just skip only 1 to have the right amount. 1, 2, and then 1 on your second one. You can do your single, and 1, 2, come right into where we started on the third place and close it up. So it's not noticeable and it works out just fine. Cut your thread. Hide it in between the loops here because the next row is going to hide all of this, even the one from when we started, because all the double crochets are going to hide all of these stitches like that. Cut the excess. And we're going to grab the purple lavender. Also a 4-ply, also 100% cotton. That's only what I work with is cotton thread. Okay, so we're going to do the shells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 shells, 7 double crochets inside of any of these V's. Can start anywhere. So we close it with single, we go up 2 chain, becomes double crochet. Inside the same place now we're going to do 7, total of 7 I should say. 3, 4, 5, 6, and try to hide your thread, and 7. So we got our 7. Now we're going to do a 3D single crochet by coming from the back here. Okay, like that. Bring your thread, single crochet. Go directly into the next V and do your 7 double crochet again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Again, no separation stitch. Go directly from the back into the side. So you're entering from the side. Bring your thread out, single crochet. Go directly into the next V and do your 7 double crochet. So very simple, people, nothing to it. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Again, bring your thread and single crochet. So we can have this 3D effect like we have on here. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. You can cut your thread because then we're gonna proceed with the green if you're alternating colors. And by the way, people, if you wanted more rows of the seashell, you would just continue up, or you could have cut down here, less rows, and do more rows of the seashell. Works either way. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. So we pretty much finished it. Close it with a slip stitch on the 3rd place. Cut your thread. Give it a little knot. Bring your thread to the back. Bring it down here to hide it inside of these loops from the 7 double crochets. And cut the excess off. And now we're going to go with the green. So now we're going to use the green. And we're going to grab any of the single stitch here. And we're going to do a single crochet, which would be considered already 1 chain, 2 chain, 3, 4, and 5. In the same space, we're going to do double crochet because we're doing the V's again. Okay, try to get my thread here. Oops. So we have the V again, and we're going to do 5 chain again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to come into the next single and do RVs again. One, 2 chain separation, back in the same space, and doing RV again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chain back where we have the V on the single, sorry, double crochet, 2 chain, double crochet in the same space to create our V. 5 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 into the next single, whoops, and double crochet. So very simple, 2 chain and double crochet in the same space. So we're creating our V's for the last round here. I should say, not the green here for the last round of the 7 double crochets. Continue yours, I'll continue mine. And we're going to lock it up on 3rd place here at the end, cut our thread and go into the lavender again. Okay, everybody, we're going back into the lavender, the purple. This color is a little bit more purple than lavender, but it's light enough that I call it lavender. But lavender is a little bit more lighter. Anyway, so grab any of the V's, and we're going to do the 7 double crochet. So close in with single, go up 2 with the single would be like 3, and we're going to do 6 more in here, a total of 7 altogether. 3, try to hide your thread, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you're going to have this like this. And then we go, so we have 7 down here. So you do 1, 2, 3. On your 4th one, you'd come in and you do a single. Better grab both loops, not just one. So come here on your 4th one. So this is like the middle. Very simple. And then 7 double crochet inside of the V. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3 on the 4th one, and do a single crochet, grabbing the green also at the same time. No separation, directly into the V, and doing 7 double crochet again. So nothing to it. Do your round, I'll do mine, and then we have one more round with the green, and we're pretty much done for this pattern, this tutorial. 2, 4, 6, one more, 7. 1, 2, 3 on the 4th one, single crochet. I'll meet you at the end. So we've reached the end, and now we're going to lock it on 3rd place here. Cut our thread. So now we're just going to hide our thread through the loops back here. Doesn't matter which loops, just anywhere. And come through the ones down here. Should be using a thicker needle, but I like to pass the thin one since my stitch is so tight. Goes in better. So pretty much hit our thread. And now we go back in with the green. Also 4-ply, 100% cotton. And this is the last row. So it doesn't change much. It's the same thing as we did with the previous, except here is going to change the 3D again. Let me just turn my camera here a bit. So we're going to start on any of these. No, we're going to go in through here. We're doing the 3D again. Just like that. And we're going to hide our thread. And we're going to do the 5 chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we are going to come to, let me just count here, just to, no, sorry. Okay, let's redo this again. Sorry about that. Okay. So we're doing 5, but it's not. I have changed up a bit. Okay, so we're going to go on our first one here. On any of the shells, grabbing back loops only, and we're doing single crochet, and we're going to be hiding our thread. Back loops only, single crochet, and again, back loops only, single crochet, and again, back loop, over each stitch, like that, over each double crochet. Okay, and then coming into, I'm not off camera, coming into your single, we're going to do the 3D. So coming from the side, single crochet, coming into the first one here, over the double crochet, single, grabbing the back loop only, single, back loop again. So very simple. This is the last row of this pattern. It was easy to make, piece of cake, right? And coming into the single crochet, so we're doing the same thing like we did down here with the double, with the 3D. So we're going to do the 3D here also, like that. So you're going to have this nice little shell effect here. I think it gives it a nice finish, and grabbing only the back loops. So everybody, I thank you so much for being part of this journey with me and creating these beautiful pieces. Please let me know, what do you think about it? How do you like it? Where you guys are from? I'm curious to know who's watching my tutorials from where. So let me know on the comment box where you're from, where you're watching from. And thank you so much for your support. Please hit that like button. Give it a thumbs up. It helps to grow the channel. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Hit that bell notification for new uploads. Tag me into your posts. It also helps me. And share my work. I highly appreciate it. So thank you, everyone. I will have the pictures at the end of this now and a little video to go with it. So stay tuned for that. And please stay safe. Feel free anytime to ask any questions. I do answer everybody, and your feedback is important to me. So I thank you so much, everyone. Please stay safe and take care. Until next time. Okay? Bye-bye, everybody.